On the job with Hallmark Remodelers. So what do you want done to your home? Roofing, windows, siding, a kitchen, a bath, a whole addition, a deck? You know you got to call Hallmark for that because they're the experts. They do the work great, the materials are top-notch, the service is impeccable. You know all of this stuff. You know, we've been talking about Hallmark now for years. Hallmark's been around for 40-plus years doing home remodeling right. And of course, we're talking Hallmark. We've got some extremely exciting news, starting with, you see that number down the bottom of the screen? 1-877-FHA-HUD8. Make a note of that because we've got a program you are just not going to believe. But of course, since it's Hallmark, it's true. 1-877-FHA-HUD8. To make it real easy, we've got a website that's easy to go to also. Hallmarkremodelers.com. You got it? Hallmarkremodelers.com. All right, so what's about this number? What's going on with Hallmark Remodelers right now? Did you know that you could qualify right this second for $25,000 of financing? I mean, you really could. Call that number. Talk to Al, 877-FHA-HUD8. Al is going to tell you, there's programs out there, brand new ones, that are absolutely remarkable. In fact, you know what, I'm going to read off of I have this written down on a sheet, and I want to read off of it to you. Doesn't matter what you're doing, whether it's windows, roofing, siding, thermal doors, HVAC, you need new heating and air, kitchens, bathrooms, insulation, basements, patios, deck, flooring, and more. Al's got a program for you that is really going to be remarkable, but there's one step further I'm going to take you today. And this you may not believe. What if I told you your home will pay you to do the remodeling? I'm going to repeat that because it's a little bit weird. Your home will pay you to do the remodeling, to do the work from Hallmark. We'll give you the money. You'll get that from your home. Interested? You call Al right now. Hallmark Remodelers, 1-877-FHA-HUD8. We'll change it. We'll put the regular numbers up there. Don't worry about that. I'm not going to make you search for the letters on the phone. And you can also go to the website, hallmarkremodelers.com. Now, of course, when we're on television here, we like to take you all over out and about to show you some of the people and some of the work that Hallmark has done. Again, whether it's a kitchen or a bath, roofing, siding, windows, deck, addition, a patio, a driveway, HVAC. I'm sure I'm leaving stuff out, but it's all on the website. You can ask Al. Anything that has to do with a hammer and nails, you're going to get it from Al. You're going to get it from Hallmark. And of course, you're going to get quality work. You're going to get the best materials. And need I tell you, you're going to get the best price. Hallmark Remodelers. Well, you know what? Tell you what. Seeing is always believing. I always like to go and look around. Let's take a look at some work and talk to some people. What did I tell you? This is a spectacular kitchen. We're in the home of Mrs. DeStefano. I got to tell you something. Hallmark really did a number here. Do you love this kitchen?
I love it. It's beautiful. They did a wonderful job on this kitchen.
Now, it's fantastic. Before we get into the nuts and bolts of what makes it great, what was your experience with Hallmark like?
Oh, I loved Hallmark. They were excellent. I had called contractors in a number of times, and it took them weeks to give me an estimate.
Right.
Hallmark came in, and I had a big project here, and they gave me the estimate that night, and they stuck to it.
And
it was great.
It's spot on, huh?
Yes, it was wonderful.
All right. Now, you said it was a big job. I mean, this is a big kitchen with a lot of great detail. Yeah. Take me through it from the floor to the ceiling. What actually did Hallmark do?
Well, I had a kitchen that was only 15 by 12, so it was just in this area. And it was all gutted because I had a house fire. So everything was gutted, and they extended the kitchen and made it 24 by 15.
Oh, wow.
And they put all the granite counters, they installed all the cabinets.
Now I'm looking at these. You have granite here in the back, you have granite here in the middle, you have granite right around the sink area there. I love this center island. This is terrific.
Great. I love it too.
I mean, and you have you can feed a family, you can feed 8 people or 10.
It's great for entertaining too. Everybody always hangs in the kitchen. So I have that little bar area over there, and we have our little cocktails and everything.
You really made it into it's almost like a living room is what it is. I'm looking at the dishwasher. How come the dishwasher looks a little higher than most.
Isn't that interesting?
I
decided that it would be better to have the dishwasher a little higher so you didn't have to bend over as much when you're loading the dishes.
Now, was that your idea or was that their idea?
Well, that was my idea.
That was your idea. Come on now. Yeah, but they had no problem doing it.
No, they had no problem with all my plans.
Oh, wow. It really came out terrific. Now, the cabinetry, I noticed, also upgraded, and they even down to the detail on the handles and knobs are spectacular.
Oh, yes. They did a great job on installing the knobs. I picked them out, and they get them, and everything worked out fine.
All right. So you know what? You were happy with the service. You're happy with the work. You certainly got to be happy with this spectacular kitchen. One last thing, because I've been looking for it. The hi-hats and the lighting. There's the hi-hats in here are complemented by these hanging lamps. Again, every one of these pieces and the big ceiling fan. Did Hallmark put all of this in?
Yes, they did. They did it all.
All right. So, the question I always ask, because it's the easiest way to wrap things up, somebody comes in and says, I'd like to get some work done too. Who do you tell them to call?
Hallmark.
Is that true? You're not just telling that because I'm here, right?
No, I really was satisfied with Hallmark.
Here on the job with Hallmark Remodelers, I'm getting more and more excited as the program goes on because the phones are ringing and people are saying, what do you mean your house is going to be able to pay for the remodeling work? I'm telling you right now, 877-FHA-HUDA. The other thing, you could qualify right now, it doesn't matter who you are, for up to $25,000 for home improvement. That's why you got to call out. That's why you got to call the number. Now, even if you qualified for nothing, if you said, listen, I want to get some work done. I got to get a new kitchen. I got to get a new bathroom. Or you're doing something for the upcoming season, something outside, maybe new windows, new siding, a new roof, whatever it might be, some brick and patio work. You got to call Hallmark. Why? Everybody says the same thing. Well, who can do this and who can do that? The answer is Hallmark. Been doing it for over 40 years. And they do it not only with the best quality materials, they do it at the right price. They come to your home, they explain every little detail. Al himself will do it. Give him a call, 877-FHA-HUDA. Do it now. If the phones are busy, try again. If you have to leave a message, try again. Don't give up, because it is well worth your while. Of course, any kind of work you want done. And we're going to take you around and we're going to show you some different places and different people. They're going to tell you what their experiences were like. You're going to see some of the work. And it's really, really diverse. I mean, there's work with wood and work with tile and work with brick and work inside and outside. Whatever it is, if you want the work done right and you want the best price for it and you want to talk about special programs, 877-FHA-HUDA, the only place you got to know about, Hallmark Remodelers. Visit us on the website right now, hallmarkremodelers.com. Real easy. You can click on there and send us an email, whatever it might be. But for now, let's go back out and about and take a look at some of the work that Hallmark Remodelers has done. I am going to enjoy myself because this is one of the rare times I get to sit back and enjoy just a beautiful, tranquil setting. And are we in the city of Trenton now?
Yes, we are.
All right, we are at the home of Mary Ellis, and I want to tell you something. Hallmark has done some spectacular work here. How long have you been in this home?
About 30. I've been living here 31 years.
All right, now what, if you could there's a lot. What did Hallmark do to the house?
They did all siding, brand new siding, all brand new windows, brand new doors. Oh, they did the back of the house. They did the side of the house. They did everything beautifully done. It was perfect.
What did the house look like before Hallmark came in?
Before Hallmark Company did my home, it was aluminum siding from 30 years ago.
Okay.
It was the old siding, and I got a little tired of it, and I wanted something brand new and different.
All right, so take me through the process. How did you find out about Hallmark to begin with?
My daughter, I asked her to call around, ask questions. So she called Hallmark Company first, and she spoke with Al.
Oh, wait a minute. She got Al right off the bat?
Yes, she spoke with Al. She spoke with Al, and what happened was, and then we started from there. He told her he was going to send someone out, and he wrote everything down perfect. He said, new windows, new siding, new back doors, new front doors, new spouts. I got everything done excellent.
All right, now, there's certainly a lot of work, and there's a lot of options, too, from the type of windows to the colors. Did you walk through all of those steps? Because with just purchasing replacement windows alone, there's a lot to consider, right?
Yes, it was. It was a lot. He showed me in the magazine, showed me the windows and asked me which one did I want. The grits, or did I want plain? I got the plain windows, and I love them. So now that it's all done, the whole outside of the house, it really does look like a brand new home right now. I've gotten millions of compliments on my new home.
Everybody loves it, right?
Oh, everybody, because I've been here 31 years, and I have so many people that I don't know, and they don't know me, pass my house and say how beautiful your house looks.
And you know what? It really does. And all right, so the question I have to ask is, I'm guessing I know the answer is, if somebody were to say to you, Mary, I'm kind of thinking I want to get some work done on my house, what would you tell them?
Well, they've already said it.
Okay.
It's like 1 million people have said it. They came by and they said, is this the company that did your home? They said it's very beautiful, and it said wasn't one thing out of place. It was perfect. So I gave them the number, took them down, and I gave them the number of Hallmark.
Wait a minute, you still have that sign? Is that? Can you say? I want to. Look at that sign. It's still on the front.
Yes, because people are paying attention to the house and who did the work. I said yes, Hallmark are the best. I want you to see the magic that Hallmark brought to the top of this home. You know what was here? You don't want to know what was here. Take a look at this. The first room we're in, and this is there's 3 additional rooms that Hallmark put into this home from floor to ceiling. Totally usable, totally beautiful, totally affordable. Look, this is now a work area. Come on, I want you, can you follow me here? All right, we're going to come down the hall. The bathroom, oh, talk about the detail, the pedestal, sink, the flooring. Look at that. That is spectacular. Now, before we get into this kids' room, I want you to see what Hallmark did downstairs. An entirely other bathroom. Does that make any sense? Well, yeah, it does. Take a look at this. Look at the flooring. I mean, you talk about spectacular attention to detail. This is what Hallmark does. And oh, there's my favorite feature again, a TV in the bathroom. These are the kind of rooms that I would never come out of. I got to tell you something. Now, the homeowners here have told me that, again, when Hallmark came in, it was one of those things where the job was taken care of soup to nuts. There wasn't anything the homeowner needed to do. All of the designs, as far as fixturing, as far as colors go, as far as flooring goes, you've got experts when you've got Hallmark. And now take a look at this room. This is a perfect kids room. It's like a great loft kids room here. You got the bed, this is all done floor to ceiling, additional space. And you know what was here? Something you wouldn't want to be part of, something you wouldn't want to live in. Now it's additional livable, usable, workable space. All right, we're here on the job with Hallmark Remodelers, and I'm going to bring out my handy-dandy cheat sheet again, because I got to read you this. Whatever you need done, all right? Windows, roofing, siding, thermal doors, energy-saving HVAC, that's heating and air conditioning, kitchens, bathroom, insulation, basements, patios, decks, flooring, and more. You know where to go, Hallmark Remodelers. Now, the first thing I got to tell you is, call that number, 877-FHA-HUD8. There are special programs right now where not only can you qualify for up to $25,000 to get the remodeling work you need done, and believe me, when you spend money with Hallmark, I can't say this enough, you know the work is going to get done right, the work is going to get done on time, the work is going to be out of the best materials you could possibly buy, and the work is going to be, when you look at it, exactly what you dreamed it would be. Isn't that exactly what you want? Well, that's why you got to call Al and call Hallmark. I mean, you're talking to a guy and a company that's got better than 40 years of experience doing work everywhere. Oh, that's the other thing. Wherever you are, whether it's Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Delaware, out toward Allentown, toward Harrisburg, it doesn't matter. If you're seeing this program, Hallmark will come to you and do the work for you. All right, now, I talked to you about the financing and this special program. I'm going to say it again because when I said it before, I got emails, I got texts saying, what do you mean? I don't get it. Is that true? Hallmark's got a program. That's why you got to call 877-FHA-HUD8, where your home will actually pay you for the remodeling work that Hallmark does. How does it work? Well, it's magic. No, really, your home will pay you to do that work. You gotta call Al and you gotta say, Al, what's the deal with this program? What do I qualify for? Al's definitely gonna let you know. And I mean, when you've got a person and when you've got a company behind that person,
with so much experience and so much know-how, and it's so diverse, okay? And you've seen some of the people here that have such nice things to say. You're going to see more of them. That's why you've got to say, you know what? These are the guys that can work for me. I can trust them. I know they're going to be here on time. I know they're going to do the work, and I know the price is going to be right. All right? Call the number 877-FHA-HUD8. Find out about the financing programs. You may qualify for up to $25 grand right now. You may be able to have your home pay you to do the remodeling work from Hallmark Remodelers. That'd be kind of cool. And of course, you may turn into the next person who says, I love the work that Hallmark Remodelers did for my home, just like these folks. Another thing I want to talk to you about is reliability, because this is, again, another real important factor when you're dealing with anybody who's doing work at your house is, are these folks reliable? What has your experience been as far as reliability goes with Hallmark?
Well, before I met Hallmark, I had talked to several different contractors to come and do some work for me, my garage, some electrical work and everything, over a period of 6 months, and which none of them never returned my calls. If they did return my calls, the few that did, they wanted 10 times the amount of money, with no exaggeration.
It is an issue. You hear a lot about certain folks just either not showing up or not returning phone calls. It's a crazy business. But how's the experience been with Hallmark?
Hallmark has been excellent. The first day I called them, they returned the call within 2 hours.
Is he telling the truth?
Yes, he is. I mean, he was ready to forget about the garage, forget about everything. We had everything on storage, and he says, one more thing. If somebody doesn't call me, that was it. And
it was really that difficult.
And it was just a blessing when Hallmark called him, because I was like looking at our things, and I'm like, okay, now somebody call them. And thank God for Hallmark, because they called, they work with you, they give you, I mean, they break it down on prices. They're so workable. I can't say enough, because they work with you so nicely.
But I like that idea of that. Of reliability, because it's part of what we always talk about. It's part of what Hallmark prides itself on, is not only using the materials and not only having that eye toward design, but being there and doing the plain, simple, basic stuff that makes a project work and work well. And it's being there.
They tell you what material is best for your house. They tell you what works, what doesn't work. They tell you, I can give you the cheaper brand, but I can suggest this, not because it's my company. I mean, they're
more interested in the outcome of the whole project, whether you're satisfied.
And they'll do the project, right?
Yes. Yes.
Are you gonna love what's in here? We are in the home of Mrs. Julie McMenamin. I had to tell you something. This kitchen is something special. Do you love it?
Yes, I do.
All right, I thought so. So do me a favor. Tell me what the process was when you talked to Hallmark. How did you get them to do this project for you?
It was a lot of work. They came out, they showed us what they had, and then we had to decide what we wanted, basically, but it was hard to pick out the colors. That was the biggest thing.
Because you had so many choices?
Yes, a lot of choices.
That's what I figured. All right, so now what was done in here? If you would take us step by step, because I see there's a lot of really nice detail work, especially in the flooring and the baseboards, in the trim around the windows and the doors. Tell me what was done.
They basically ripped out the entire kitchen and my flooring, and they had to do a wet bed, that's what they call it, so that I could get a nice even floor.
Now, what is this? Is this a marble tile? What am I looking at?
A ceramic tile.
Ceramic tile. That's really, really pretty. Now, again, how many choices did you have when you looked at that?
Way too many. Way too many. But I like basic, simple colors, and that's what I finally went with, a neutral tone.
All right, so let's move up off the floor. Talk to me about the trim, because I really like the wood trim around the doors and the windows.
Well, we had white trim around there before. They took all the old white trim off and put a beautiful wood up, and then we stained it afterwards and to try to match the cabinets the best we could.
You really, let me tell you something. You've done good. Okay, speaking of the cabinets, talk to me about the cabinets. I mean, everything from the detail on them to what appears to be really upgraded handles.
Yes, the handles, we've never had handles before, and we really it took us a while to pick those out, because we wanted one color and then the other, dark, light, we weren't sure, but we really liked them.
Right.
And the color, I just love the color. We had a much lighter wood before, and we wanted to go something deeper but not too dark, and this is perfect.
The countertops. really spectacular.
I love these countertops. I had Formica countertops before. They were starting to crack and look dull and everything, and this is just fabulous.
And they redid, obviously, the backsplash as well?
Backsplash. That's a special tile, and that's, again, they said it was very, very hard to cut, and I can't remember exactly the type it was, but we picked out so many different colors, we weren't even sure what we had when they were finished. Till they put it up, we were like, oh, that's the color we picked, and we loved it.
What was it like working with Hallmark?
Good. Bruce, who came in and did our kitchen, did a fantastic job, and he listened to anything I had to ask about or tried to, fix things the way I wanted them.
Most important part, was it done the way you wanted it? Was it done timely? Did it come in on budget? How did we do?
Oh, great.
That's what I wanted to hear.
Yes, everything was good. Everything came out the way we wanted it and on time. That most important. Now, as we're looking around the kitchen, we also did a little snooping around the outside of the home. What was done outside? We had a new roof and all new siding put on. Changed the whole look of the house.
What did it look like before?
It was a pale blue siding with a dark roof. The original.
Pale, but wow, you really did change the look, didn't you?
Well, the blue was supposed to be a deeper blue, but it faded over the years, and that's when we decided we finally needed new siding. And they did a spectacular job on the roof and the siding.
One more thing in the kitchen. Can we come back here? Because I know we were looking outside at the siding on the windows. The hi-hats. Tell me about that.
Oh, I love my new hi-hats. It makes the kitchen so much brighter. And
you did something smart, didn't you? Because these are not incandescent bulbs.
No, we put in this energy saver lights because they do save a lot of energy.
The last question is, you're satisfied, right?
Yes.
Okay. And if somebody were to come to you, I have to do this. I know it's like playing around. If somebody were to come to you and say, I'm thinking about getting something done in my house, what would you tell them?
You can talk to Al.
I will come to your house and I will paint it for you. And now, come on. You know that when you call 877-FHA-HUD8 to speak to Al and you're dealing with Hallmark Remodelers, you're not going to get someone like me who doesn't know anything about what they're doing. You're going to get people who are expert at what they do. They've been doing it for 4 decades. Now, no matter what the job is, and it certainly could be paint, it could be anything. It could be a kitchen. It could be a bathroom. You've seen some of them here already. It could be roofing, siding, a deck, a patio, driveway work, concrete work. It could be HVAC. Whatever the work is, could be windows. You know that Hallmark Remodelers is going to deliver for you. Now, the thing is, Al has been doing this and Hallmark has been doing this for 40 years. And the most important test, when you look at the work that they've done, are what the people say about the work and about the whole experience. You've seen some of that, you're going to see more of it. But there's also something else that's extremely exciting. See that number, 877-FHA-HUD8? Call the number. Why? Because right now you could qualify up to $25,000 for your home improvement work. Even better, and I've said this already a couple of times, and people have been asking some questions, between these little segments here. What's it all about? Do you believe it? It's true. Your home will pay you to do your remodeling work. How does it work? Do me a favor. Call the number, 877-FHA-HUD8. Doesn't matter who you are or what you qualify for. If you need work done, if you want work done, you want it done right, you want it done with the best materials, you want it done so that at the end you go, wow, I'm loving whatever it is you have done, you got to call Hallmark Remodelers. Because he's got a list, as long as 2 arms, of folks that just can't say enough good things about him and about the work that Hallmark does. And the reason is, again, experience and dedication. Experience, yeah, we've been there, done that. It's not a guy who was painting something one day and says, oh, gee, I'll be able to install that thing you want. No. Whatever the thing is, a bathroom, a kitchen, roofing, siding, windows, a deck, I can go on and on and on, and I've done that already. Hallmark will deliver the product you want. So do me a favor. You need work done, you want work done, call the number 877-FHA-HUD8. Go to the website, that's easy, hallmarkremodelers.com. And don't take my word for it. Take it from these folks. What am I looking at here, Mrs. McGuigan?
You're looking at a house that's basically been transformed from the Amityville horror house to a home.
Really? Tell me what was done.
The When we initially bought the house, the other owners had done everything themselves. Nothing was up to code. They basically ripped everything down to the siding from the 1950s and worked from the ground up and rebuilt it. This used to be double doors, sliding doors that went nowhere. There was
up on the second floor?
On the second floor, there were sliding doors that had wood. Which Ray went like this and pulled it off, that went nowhere. Apparently they planned on building a deck at one point in time.
And that never got done.
That never got done. So they came, they put a wall in. They're in the process of building the wall in the bedroom. So I have a whole nother wall in that bedroom. I lost a whole wall for 5 years.
So this is a big job. Now, how did you get involved with Hallmark?
My husband actually made an appointment, and Dennis came out, and he walked around the house, and he was very knowledgeable, knew what he was talking about. Half the stuff I didn't understand what he was saying, but you know, he came, and there's no pressure. He gave us a quote on it, which I had tried to get separate things done: the deck, the fencing, the house. And I think going with the single general contractor, it saved me, you know, upwards of $5,000.
That's huge. And again, when you're dealing with a company like Hallmark, they could take care of every one of these jobs you're going to have done, right?
They are taking care of every one of them.
Oh, okay. All right. So what has been done now? It seems like the siding looks just about complete, right?
The siding is just about complete. I think there's a small section in the back that needs to be complete. And that's it.
How's the experience been? How's the work been going?
It's great. I get up in the morning, I go to work, I come home. There's a little more done each day. It's like a total transformation. It's been painless.
That is key, painless. When somebody tells you they're going to do something, it gets done when it's supposed to get done?
From the time that I first met Ray till tomorrow, which it will be all complete tomorrow, it was a total of 2 weeks.
All right, so the most important question, somebody comes up to you and says, yeah, you got a lot of nice work done here. Any idea where I can get some work done? What are you going to tell them?
Actually, Ray was on my roof last night at 9 o'clock at night.
You're kidding.
No, because he was afraid that it was going to leak. Give me a heart attack doing the monkey thing, climbing up, ladders at night. And both my aunts want to know who is doing the work here, and they're both good customers.
You have to be impressed with that, right?
Exactly.
Wow.
He couldn't have showed up at a better time, so.
Thanks very much for your time. Appreciate you letting us in here to your home. Pretty cool, huh? We are just about out of time. You're watching Hallmark Remodelers in action. We're on the job with Hallmark right now. Before we go, I want to just remind you of a couple of things. First, 877-FHA-HUD8. You want work done, you need work done, call that number right now. I'm telling you, 40 years of experience means something. There's a reason that Hallmark has survived and thrived over these 4 decades. And you're going to find that out when you call the number. The best materials, the best workmanship. I mean, I can't tell you enough how people, you've seen it. You've seen people talk about the experience that they've had, the work that's been done. You've seen the work itself. Whatever you want, it doesn't matter whether it's an addition, a kitchen, a bathroom, roofing, siding, deck, doesn't matter. And also, right now, there's a program out there where you can qualify for up to $25,000 for your home improvement work. Call the number, FHA, 877-FHA-HUD8. I'm getting so excited, I'm forgetting it. 877-FHA-HUD8. Go to the website, hallmarkremodelers.com. Right now, there's also a program where your home will pay for the home improvement work you had done. Yeah, that too. 877-FHA-HUD8. Thanks for watching. Give them a call right now. Hallmark Remodelers.